Yo, what's up guys? Jamie, aka Dracula here. And I was organizing my room. I just moved into a new spot, so I was organizing my room, putting my stuff together and stuff like that. And I came across my graduation CD. And if you know me, you know this is one of my favorite albums. I love this album. I love the production. I love everything about this album. So I was like, you know what? Let's make a beat inspired by this album and let's break it down. I only have one of them, so it's gonna be a quick little video today. But yeah, as always, if you're interested, I'm wearing my clothes that I designed by Brand Nocturnal. Shout out to my girl, she made me this tech neck chain. You know what I mean? If you're interested in my brand or, you know, any of the stuff that I make comic books and stuff like that too. Link to the website will be in the description for my clothing brand. But without further ado, let's get into breaking down this beat. All right. So first I started with this sample. This sample is Flashback. The band or the person is named Flashback, and the song is named B Number 1. It goes like this. That's the sample. It gave me like I Wonder vibes a little bit. So I chopped it up in a couple different little loops. I made this one. I made that. And by the way, the process behind this beat, trust the process. This process is super fucking weird. Like I don't even like know why I even thought of doing it like this. But anyway, then I made this loop. I exported these, you know, turned them into a little something. Then when I brought these up, I did this to the samples. You already know. Add some synthesizers. Graduation core synthesizers. They had a sample and synth playing at the same time. Right? So then after that, got some bass in there. Made these drums. I've really been into like the 80s style of drums, like having that, like me personally, I'm not I'm not the biggest fan of hi-hats. I use hi-hats sometimes in my beats, you know, if it's necessary. But if I'm able to, I like to use different like just sounds and like perks and just sound effects that there's so many more other like options that make a beat interesting. That shit is not like, I don't know, I just think that shit's kind of boring and repetitive and damn near gives me a headache. So I'm not like the biggest fan of that style of like production. Not trap, because there's a lot of trap music that don't use hi-hats and they use other creative ways, or there's some songs that use hi-hats in really creative ways. But I just feel like, me personally, I'm getting really sick of just the hi-hat pattern type drums. So I've been really inspired by that 80s wave lately, you know, so you know, so all of these together is gonna sound really crazy. Like it sounds like a fucking graduation beat took crack, like took heroin, and went in the studio. Like, I don't know. It sounded crazy as fuck. But me personally, I'm not gonna rap on something like that. I'm not gonna rap on that. So I really like the structure of the beat and what I did with it though. So I'm like, yo, how would it sound slowed down? Then I gave it a little like intro. So this is how the beat sounds. Yeah, that's the beat. So I made it pretty, like I say, fairly quickly. It took me, you know, a minute to get those fucking chops and those shits down, but you know, made it quickly. Just, you know, make some content for the YouTube channel. May put it on a project in the future. I don't know. I haven't really, like, you know, I said this last time, but most of the time when I'm making a beat that I'm like, I know that I'm gonna have it, like, break it down for the YouTube channel. So I try to make it like something interesting for me to break down for the YouTube channel. My method when I'm making a beat for the YouTube channel, it's not entirely different, but it's a little bit different from when I'm like breaking down the beat for my album or when I'm making a beat for my album. So maybe in the future I'll like make some, like, once my albums are out, I'll break down the beats in my albums and stuff like that. But yeah, this the beat for now. You know, a little graduation vibes, some synths, some, like, you know, chipmunk samples in that motherfucker, you know, some crazy drums, some 808s, you know, nothing crazy, just something slight. But thank you for watching. Comment down below another artist or another like album or just era vibe that you would want me to, you know, make a beat or instrumental inspired by that, you know. But thank you for watching.